Hey, how's it going, guys? We are back with another episode for you, and this time it is is Holland versus the Netherlands. So, for you guys that don't know the difference, it is actually different. Holland is actually, I think, maybe I'm mistaken. It's like a county or like a region within the Netherlands, but there's like a huge misconception that you know that the whole country is named Holland. So that is not the case. So, anyways, let me switch this over here to my other screen, and right here you'll see the original video is by the channel CGP Gray. Go give them a shout out. They have a bunch of awesome videos. So anyways, let's check this out together.
Welcome to the great nation of Holland, where the tulips grow, the windmills turn, the breakfast is chocolatey, the people industrious, and the sea tries to drown it all. Except this country isn't Holland. It's time for the difference between Holland, the Netherlands, and a whole lot more.
And a
The
whole lot
correct name
more.
for this tulip-growing, windmill-building, hagelslag-eating, container ship-moving, ocean-conquering nation is the Netherlands. But confusion is understandable. The general region has been renamed a lot over 1,000 years, including as the Dutch Republic, the United States of Belgium, and the Kingdom of Holland. But it's not just history that makes this country's name confusing, because the Netherlands is divided into 12 provinces. Groningen, Drenthe, Overijssel, Gelderland, Limburg, Noord-Brabant, Zeeland, which by the way is the Zeeland that makes this Zeeland new, Friesland with adorable little hearts on its flags, Flevoland, Utrecht, and here's the
That's
confusion,
cool.
North Holland and Zuid-South Holland. These provinces make calling the Netherlands Holland like calling the United States Dakota. Though unlike the Dakotas, which are mostly empty save for the occasional jackalope, the two Hollands are the most populated provinces and have some of the biggest attractions like Amsterdam and Kokenhof.
Yeah,
Chances are,
Amsterdam.
if it's Dutch and you've heard of it, it's in one of the Hollands. Even the government's travel website for the
Okay.
country is
Yeah.
Holland.com, officially because it sounds friendlier, but unofficially it's probably what people are actually searching for.
I
Confusion
seen
continues
sorry.
because people who live
Ah,
in the
yeah, I seen that in the other video. I think it was I believe it was the 10 things you do not do in the Netherlands video or geography now in the Netherlands. I don't know. I did both of them, but I'm pretty sure it was the 10 things. But anyways, go check that out. It does get into that a little bit more. And that's where I found out about it too. So, and I guess somebody commented and said, I guess it's just because it's easier, just because world, even though they get annoyed by it, it's easier for the world because like that's just generally what somebody from America or like some other country is going to be searching for. So Holland.com just makes it easier for people to find them, which is kind of strange that they're kind of like actively promoting it, but they don't like it, right?
Hollands are called Hollanders, but all citizens of the Netherlands are called Dutch, as is their language. But in Dutch,
Dutch,
they
yes.
say Nederlands spreken de Nederlanders in Nederland, which sounds like they'd rather we call them Netherlanders speaking Netherlandish. Meanwhile,
Okay.
next door in Germany, they're Deutsche sprechen Deutsch in Deutschland, which sounds like they'd rather be called Dutch. This linguistic confusion is why Americans call the Pennsylvania Dutch Dutch, even though
Yeah.
they're Germans. To review, this country is the
What?
Netherlands.
I didn't know that. There's a lot of they're not necessarily Pennsylvania Dutch, but there's Amish here that is like an offshoot of Pennsylvania Dutch. I completely thought that that's weird because like Germany is like Deutschland, right? That's what it's called. I thought it was like Dutch land. Huh.
Its people are Dutch and they speak Dutch. There is no country called Holland, but there are provinces of North and South Holland.
Yeah, is it
Got
like a
it?
county
Great,
or
because it's about to get more complicated. The Netherlands is
oh,
part of a kingdom with the same name, the Kingdom of the Netherlands, which is headed by the Dutch royal family. The Kingdom of the Netherlands contains 3 more countries, and to find them we must sail from the icy North Sea to the Caribbean and Aruba, Curacao, and St. Martin. These are no territories
okay.
but self-governing countries within the Kingdom of the Netherlands, and as such they have their own governments and their own currencies. Geography geek side note here, while Aruba and Curacao are islands, St. Martin is just the southern half of a tiny island also named St. Martin, the other half of which is occupied by France, and also named St. Martin. So despite being separated by Belgium on the European map, the Kingdom of the Netherlands and the French Republic share a border on the other side of the world on an island so nice they named it thrice. But why does the Kingdom of the Netherlands reach to the Caribbean anyway? Because empire. In the 1600s, the Dutch, always looking to expand business, laid their hands on every valuable port they could. For a time, America's east coast was New Netherland with its capital city of New Amsterdam. There was New Zealand, as mentioned previously, and nearby, the King of the Islands, New Holland. Though the empire is gone, these 3 Caribbean nations remain. And while 4 countries in one
I've
kingdom isn't unheard of, it doesn't stop there.
I've heard of Aruba. I actually had a box, or not me, but like my mom or my brother or somebody, can't remember for sure, but they had it's like a little wooden box and it was carved, right? and it was just I don't know what it was, maybe a cigar box or something, but it had Aruba carved into the top of it. It was pretty neat. It had like a crushed velvet kind of like lining inside of it.
There because the country of the Netherlands also extends its borders to the Caribbean and 3 more islands, Bonaire, St. Eustatius, and Saba. These are not countries in a kingdom, but are cities in the country of the Netherlands, and they look the part. Residents of these far-flung cities vote in elections for the Dutch government just as any Hollander would, though weirdly they don't belong to any province, and they don't use the Dutch currency of euros, they use dollars instead. It's kind of like if Hawaii wasn't a state, but technically part of the District of Columbia, all the while using yen. These cities of the country of the Netherlands and these countries in the Kingdom of the Netherlands are together known as the Dutch Caribbean, and their citizens are Dutch citizens, which, because the Kingdom of the Netherlands is a member of the European Union, means that these Dutch Caribbeans are also Europeans. So in the end, there
Okay.
are 6 Caribbean islands, 4 countries, 12 provinces, 2 Hollands, 2 Netherlands, and 1 kingdom, all Dutch.
Confusing. Well, whoops. There you guys have it. Whoops. I'm trying to get this to. There we go. It wouldn't pause for me. So, anyways, yeah, go check that channel out. That was pretty cool. They do have some awesome stuff. And I have 2 different screens in case you're wondering why I'm looking there and I'm looking over here and everything. It just makes it a lot easier to stream, so I can handle my streaming software on one screen, which I can still see the other screen on it. But anyways, enough rambling. I will see you guys in the next video. And if you did enjoy this content, don't forget to like the video. It does help the channel kind of like spread, it helps spread it to other people, right? So the more people that like it, the more YouTube's going to share this information, right? So help me to help the channel grow, and it'll also help you guys, you know, it'll just help you get that content. The more you interact with the channel, the more my stuff will pop up on your feed if you enjoy it. So without further ado, I'm going to jump up out of here, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, later.